Hey guys, Bowie here, and this is How Pro Smurf number 4, and this time we're going to focus a lot in the laning phase. The same player you're watching now is the guy that played Luna in the last video of the series. Thanks to the ward was placed top, the Juggernaut player gets vision of both supports, giving him the chance to grab the rune from the Dire side, but pay attention how they only go for it very close to the spawn time. This helps Dire not being fast enough to steal their own opposite rune. Dire played pretty well, center was well positioned, steals Radiant rune, and Storm also gets it, but he gets punished. It's interesting to know that Jugger uses the M command to follow Storm, not giving him a chance to juke the spinning anyway. Sometimes you see Juggernaut players just, trying to predict the enemy movement, but if you use the follow movement, you're never gonna be juked if you have move speed advantage, which was the case here. It's pretty clear this game doesn't start great for Radiant. Bounty Hunter somehow gives first blow to Storm, they lose their runes, and it doesn't stop there. Pudge somehow feeds to Center by tanking an entire creep wave, giving Center early boots, and even then, pay attention to how Juggernaut plays and wins the lane by himself. Even starting at a disadvantage, he's able to solo kill Center, and there's a lot of steps to get that kill, so let's start by the first one. Usually, you cannot trade hits against a hero that has move speed advantage when both are melee. But here's the trick, Centaur wastes his advantage when he trades with Jugger here. He goes for a CS instead of drawing aggro, probably because he feels he's in an advantageous position. He just walks to the creep, and that gives Juggernauts a way in. If you compare both heroes, Jug has slightly less damage than Centaur, but way higher BAT, more armor, and a crit ability. So Centaur is going for a worse trade, even though he doesn't need to since he has boots. See how much damage Centaur took there? Jugger makes sure to cancel the aggro after every trade so that he doesn't get punished as well. Watch this clip right here. Most players, even divine ones, would think that the two options available here are denying one creep or getting the other, but Juggernaut keeps trading since he knows his hero trades better, and that Centaur spent 400 gold in a move speed item that he's not fully utilizing to his advantage. At the end of the day, Jugger got the CS that most divine players would get, but he attacks Centaur once, and that keeps adding up because he does it consistently. As his creep gets low again, he goes for another trade, gets his CS, and instead of trying to deny, keeps trading with Centaur. He even loses one range creep CS just so that he can keep trading, and while it can feel weird to you that he's not using the tango, he's setting up a kill here. He has 2 range creeps, and what that means is that he has level advantage over Centaur. Centaur only has return and stun, and here we can see a common assessment mistake coming from Centaur. He thinks he's an advantage, but he clearly is not. No follow-up damage to the stun, and fighting against 3 range creeps. Since Jugger has more DPS, he grabs himself a kill without even using tangos. While the laning stage progresses, Centaur eventually gets Tranquil Boots, theoretically giving him move speed advantage. But pay attention how Juggernaut keeps abusing the fact that Centaur thinks he's doing fine in lane to not only deny that move speed advantage, but later on get a solo kill on him again. Juggernaut clearly wants to deny the crepe here, but Centaur oversteps his boundaries and Jugger gets one attack off. As soon as that happens, he has a 13-second timing window to do it again, and he's always gonna have move speed advantage over Centaur. And since he's flying himself phase boots, that's just an easy kill. The phase boots gets ready, and pay attention how he doesn't commit for it ASAP. Only when Centaur tries to get another CS, he spins. And look at his mouse, he's not doing anything now. With the move command, he will chase that Centaur to the depths of the world, and since he has move speed advantage by pressing phase boots, only now, Centaur cannot fog him at all. This guarantees him a 2-level advantage over Centaur, and with the ult, he completely dominated this lane for himself. You might think that Centaur is playing bad or whatever, but this guy is actually a Divine 2 player, so he's not terrible by any means. He started the lane with pretty decent advantage that Juggernaut slowly took away from him by just being a better player and trading by himself. Like, he was solo against that Centaur, and his supports even fed him more gold. As soon as Centaur shows up again, Jugger attacks once without using phase boots, and he doesn't even bother blade fearing the stun. Centaur has no tranquil boots. If he leaves the lane, he's dead by Omnislash, and if he stays, he will die because of sheer level discrepancy. Jugger confirms he has mana for ult if he uses the wand, and then he just spins using the move command as we already saw. This time he doesn't even use phase boots, and voila, lane 1, game 1. This game was super easy. This game lasted for like 25 minutes, and that's basically because he traded well. Not only he got farm for himself, but he destroyed the offlane, and that's how you get to incredibly high MMR. You need to be able to get CS and deny the offlaner. You need to not only create impact for yourself, but you have to deny impact from the enemy team. Guys, this video will be divided in 2 parts. I know it's quite short, but I want to cast Animal Planet versus Optic today, and later also cast ESL, so I didn't have enough time to finish the script right now. But since the early game felt so interesting and important, I feel like there's still a lot of value in this video. If you guys want to watch ESL, tune in on my Facebook page. I'm just kidding, guys. Tune in on my Twitch page. It's been a pleasure. I actually casted yesterday. There were a lot of people that stayed to the end. I mean, I know I don't get as many views as, like, you know, those guys that started streaming on the first day, but it's still just casting training for me, and it's been pretty fun, you know, to interact with everyone. So if you're interested with what I bring to the table, just follow me on Twitch. That's it, guys. Bye.